30th year in coaching for Golden. His defense trying to get off the field on 3rd and long. Stroud flush, complete under.
Yeah, they looked as good as they could today.
Smith and Jigba circles back, catches it behind the line, gets a block from Harrison on the edge, and is. Now they swing it in the flat. Buckeyes knocked down. It's a stop. Pressure picked up. Ball out quickly. Gets made on the edge by Ibuka. Galloping down the sidelines. Touchdown. With the short field, the Buckeyes strike quickly to take the lead. One of the young guys being counted on to be a key weapon for Ohio State this season.
Well, when you saw pre-snap from C.J. Stroud, there's LeBron James excited. He sees one safety up, the other safety over here. Tells him he's got one-on-one. I'm telling you, make a mental note. They're going after 5, Cam Hart to the field. Throws that away from the safety to the outside, away from the corner, and then
a 2-man rush. They drop 9 into coverage, but still Harrison gets open. First down in Notre Dame territory.
Yeah, you don't see that very often with 9 in coverage, but watch the Notre Dame corner, how he sits. Gives him a nice window with Harrison. He doesn't get hands on Harrison. He's able to easily get behind him and then throw the football in sync with.
Need 9 on this 3rd down. The Irish this time do bring some pressure. Stroud gets it out, complete to Fleming, but he's tackled elusive guys in the country. Quick release. Stover's got it. Wrestled down. Chess game here. Buckeyes took a look at the defense, made the adjustment. Stroud looks underneath, and it's Ibuka who knifes for a first down.
Defense on its heels.
Ibuka's been the main target tonight. 5 catches. This is Stover. Second catch of the drive.
Hoping they can get something from him this half.
They targeted Harrison in the first play. He had just 1 catch. Gets it out on the edge. Ibuka's going to play an important role.
Outside in a hurry, quick throws to his receivers.
3rd downs have been a struggle, not even 3rd and short, even automatic, but they do muscle it straight ahead and move to 6th down. The play action, Stroud has to spin away from pressure and deliver underneath to Ballard, who makes a catch. It'll set up a 3rd down.
It's another good job of C.J. Stroud looking out to the outside of this offense. Watch the feet. Little fake, gets to the right. Everything's taken away. See those safeties, how deep they are downfield? There's just nothing there for C.J. Stroud. The whole point here for Notre Dame is we do consistently tonight.
On 3rd and 6. Pressure again. Stroud pulls it, sprints, and delivers. Caught. But the quality non-conference teams have come in here and had success. Play action. Stroud escapes the rush of Foskey and delivers downfield. And it is a completion. Ibuka came back and made the catch right in front of the bench of the Irish. It's a first out of the 46.
They bring their backers. They bring the pressure right here, but it's Foskey who almost is able to get that pressure against DeJuan Jones. This is C.J. Stroud showing the athletic ability, and instead of giving up on it,
90 yards and has the only Ohio State touchdown. And Stroud play action, and it's a long throw, and the catch made at the 48.
Showing confidence without safety help.
C.J. delivers underneath. It's Stover who makes the catch, holds the football to try to rip it out of his hands. 21. Stroud has time. They're going to give him that cushion, but Xavier Johnson, graduate from Cincinnati. They bring late pressure. It's picked up. Stroud right down the middle. Touchdown. It is Xavier Johnson. The Swiss Army knife on this football team has a big moment, and the Buckeyes take the lead.
This time you look at the safeties, and Chris, you're all over it. You sensed it. C.J. Stroud thought, oh my gosh, finally the safeties are coming. He gets the one-on-one matchup. You said who can win one-on-one, and look, of all people, it's Xavier Johnson. Who would have had, we said pregame that Xavier Johnson in the second half is going to make a play on one-on-one coverage to give Ohio State the lead. I don't think anybody would have thought that. But Notre Dame, who have been playing with their safeties back, decide to blitz them in the red zone, and Stroud says, thank you very much. Delivers the ball the way we're used to seeing him throw it.
2 first-round receivers move on. Smith and Jigba is out. Julian Fleming hasn't been effective.
Can they get some tough yards running the ball?
Stroud stretches the field and delivers to Harrison underneath. And at 4. Stroud well protected for a while. Now it breaks down. He's on the move, trying to make something happen, and flips it down the sidelines. And the catch is made. Mayan Williams, the running.
Williams was all the way down the field against that bear front man-to-man coverage. He comes all the way back. Wow, that was close on the sideline.
So he throws back against his body in a full sprint and drops a dime in there. On the run, Stroud makes a long, low throw, and the catch is made by Harrison. Went down to the 49. Somehow got that big body down to scoop the ball off the carpet.
And another first down. Ohio State going very fast right now. Gets his hands job of cutting that back.
Stroud, another long, accurate throw. Harrison comes back, still trying to fight for yardage. Clarence Lewis wouldn't let him get away.
He's throwing on time. It's a long throw to make. The ball's got to be out on time. Ball's out now. Pretty tight coverage. If that ball is thrown with one more hitch, it's an incompletion, possibly intercepted.
Win over the Fighting Irish on a very manageable 3rd down. Stroud pumps, has time, continues to look. Here's one of those scramble plays, and he throws on the move, and coming back to the ball is Xavier Johnson, who caught his first 2 passes of his collegiate career last week, and that should go for a first down.
Xavier Johnson's got some real momentum in his career right now. You see C.J. Stroud again with the maturity to keep his eyes downfield, but Xavier Johnson coming up with
important catch, as he did last week. Got the touchdown to put him in front for good. And a quick throw by and ready to block here on this 3rd down play. Stroud with a good pocket, and he throws it over the middle, and it's caught, and there's space to run, and there's space to run to the end zone for Marvin Harrison Jr. It's a touchdown for Ohio State. First drive, by the way, after a great punt, that was a 96-yard drive. The last 42 covered by Marvin Harrison Jr. to put the Buckeyes on the board about 5 minutes into the game.
Ohio State that in big games, there's always a player that's going to rise up to the occasion. It was Ibuka.
And in this particular case, the big player rising to the occasion is Marvin Harrison Jr. He already has a long touchdown.
Middle of the field safety over toward Marvin Harrison Jr. because he's able to get behind this coverage. Again, a phenomenal athlete, but his ability to track the football while...
Ran for over 500 yards last year, 84 yards last week. And they can hit some haymakers. Henderson and Williams in the backfield. Stroud is throwing, and Cade Stoller, he's caught at 40-yard line, still on his feet, pushed forward inside the Arkansas State 30, officially down.
Otherwise.
Now Stroud to throw, and it's Emeka Ibuka wrapped down.
When you do that, he's not going to the ground.
The pass to Ibuka for 8. Another throw by Stroud, looking for a lot more than 8. He's got a lot more than 8. Touchdown, Marvin Harrison Jr., number 2 on the day. In Ohio State, Joshua.
And you see the backfield action. You just got hit with the big run. Take the top off the defense, take a shot down the field. This is great offense. Again, Marvin Harrison Jr. coming out partying.
wide receivers that will be in the game during the course of the evening. Quick out to Emeka for Ohio State. And there's the secondary, very young. They lost a couple of players to the NFL draft a year ago. Little bubble screen, and it's taken by Marvin Harrison. In pass game, you're going to have to accept that. And the Buckeye players do. Play fake. Looping it down the sideline to Stover. Cade Stover, first and goal.
They can pick on him a little bit, and they're going to try to work on him.
38-yard pickup and a first down to help put away Notre Dame in week 1. And they go with the wide receiver pattern to Marvin Harrison and Spencer. That was almost 6. It was Nate Bauer that came over to make a saving tackle after a 17-yard gain.
Well, you can see this little pivot route. He just keeps his eyes up and aware. It's a little 5-yard route, right? A looky.
Deontay Johnson helped make that stop. He's an outstanding defensive end.
Yes, got him.
There it is, post pattern, and it is caught. Inside the 15 to the 10, Cade Stover. Targeted for a second time, and for the second consecutive time, he's into the red zone.
You've been doing your homework, because we've been talking about those post routes. That was a skinny post. You nailed it. Yep. He didn't bend it very hard. He stayed vertical, and that's what made it work. You see how he's just kind of bending slightly so? And when you've got a safety hovering around there, man, you don't want to start bending that to the middle of the field. Fortunately, it was a too deep look, and the middle of the field was wide open.
A bit more in 2022.
No question about it.
CJ loads up again, and it is in the corner.
That's a touchdown
to Marvin Harrison. This is some catch. You noticed I paused ever so slightly to give him the touch because the officials did, but look at that.
Tim, they love to isolate their receivers on the outside, right?
Oh.
And Quinyon Mitchell tried to defend him, Tim, but he was just not in a position to do it. You cannot defend the game down so they can read and react.
Plenty of time. CJ loads up again into traffic. It's caught. It's Harrison. It's touchdown. Set far behind his quarterback. A pistol look. And then across the middle it is caught. That's Smith and Jigba.
Yep, Brady came up, showing the yeoman's work.
The versatility in their talents. CJ Stroud lets it fly again to the sideline, and that's another tremendous catch by Stover.
Chris McDonald was again in coverage, Tim, and they're working on him. You know, when they find somebody that they can have success again, they keep coming back. Excellent job of Stroud extending this play out here and avoiding Deshaun Johnson, the defensive tackle who was out in front of him, number 1. That's just great athleticism, man. All day to throw, protection, Walper, Matthew Jones, Dwan Jones, Donovan Jackson, Paris, all
on 3rd and goal.
He got him right over. It's late.
Stroud using his legs, keeps the play alive, and it's going to be incomplete. That ball was being, are they saying touchdown? I thought the ball was moving there, but they're saying touchdown to Julian Fleming. They may need to take a look at that one. We'll see.
Well, one thing about it, the accuracy of CJ Stroud, I talked about at the top of the show, this is 2.0 right here. He's going to his right, and look at that. He's got control, Tim.
That's a great catch.
He's got that left foot down.
I thought the ball moved, but just the tip of the ball was high.
Now, he's holding like a snow cone off the top, but you know what?
After an opening series, he's been in the locker room. We're working to find out his status for the rest of the evening. That's Smith and remains the setback.
Tight bunch formation.
And they've got a convoy now in front of Emeka. There he goes. That was just a perfectly planned wide receiver screen, and he had a convoy in front of him.
Egbuka could have actually waited a little bit. I mean, look, the guy's made a great play, right? But if 34 is out there blocking for him, just wait on him a little bit.
Yeah.
18's got inside leverage. College football.
2nd down and 8. And here's Stroud with plenty of time.
Release.
He's going to go. Stumble by.
Yep, back right open.
There it is. Back in the end zone. Harrison, touchdown. And for some of you young folks that think when I mention his father and calling his games, you think I'm talking about when he was catching him from Manning You know, I'm talking about when he was in college, too, at Syracuse.
Yeah, and here's the crazy thing about it. What a wonderful control, feet down. But Mayan Williams, number 3, the running back, was wide open. The Rockets had an answer for neither one of them. But look at the ball. Nice air underneath it. Everybody got preoccupied with underneath.
For 19 yards and a touchdown for him. A little curl pattern. It's taken in by Julian. And Stroud, who normally does not use his legs, does here. And gets it to the 40-yard line. Stopped by Bauer. Gain of 4, and they'll move the sticks.
What they tried to do was clear it out. He saw that single safety, thinking maybe I can beat one. And that's his job. You know, a lot of times, like the old option game, does a wonderful job of making one guy commit, getting away from him, and just making a great decision. I think it was a wonderful call on his part. But I mean, couldn't.
Plenty of time in the pocket. That's been the issue all night. And there is Harrison again. Plenty of time to work with here.
Got him, Arnold.
There's the curl. It's caught. It's touchdown. It's Fleming.
Sometimes all you have to do is just come off the ball. The bunch formation, you see the communication on the opposite side. Forrest behind it, they're trying to sort this thing out. And because they don't get the communication in, bottom line is he sits down in the middle of that zone. And once again, that's what happens when you see that bunch formation. Deontay Johnson, number 2, the will linebacker.
Offensively, and he mentioned right away the 08 Oklahoma team. Little curl pattern that's caught by Ibuka. Third down and 8.
Nice.
This one is caught. Coming back, Ibuka. And another first down. And yet again, a third.
Particularly against this reduction.
Stroud over the middle, Ibuka, touchdown.
Watch Big 77 right there, Tim, after this play.
The Hawaiian moves all over the place. He tries to disrupt quarterbacks. They get it to the edge, and that's a quick catch by Marvin Harrison Jr., who's been on fire. 5 touchdowns this season, 8 in the last 4 games. Go back to the Rose Bowl.
Boy, that you take some chances, Chris, as a corner. Here, C.J. Stroud feels the freshman corner kind of sinking in. He lost leverage there on the taller receiver, Harrison. He got inside. See how he kind of jumped that route? Allowed Harrison to...
Motions out, empty backfield on this first down play. Stroud across the middle, throws a dart, and it's Cade Stover, the tight end, who's
right through here, right through the middle of this defense. So they're going to play zone. You got to make this throw and throw it on a line in between those backers and in front of that safe.
Stover going across in motion to the right now. Stroud looking across the middle, and he flips it down, and the catch is made by Ibuka, who fights toward the pylon.
Thrown behind the linebackers and in front of the safeties. He gets pressure. Look at the linebackers. They're looking for crossers. They're not thinking about the vertical shots downfield in the seams. Second time now that Stroud's been able to hit that. There's the progressive pylon cam that shows he's going to try to hold Ohio State to a field goal.
Stroud rolls to his left and now throws back to a right, and wide open is Stover, who somersaults for a touchdown. So far,
you get a motion here, and that's important pre-snap, because watch what it does to the Badger defense. Now they lose sight of Stover, completely lose him. Nobody picks him up. He sneaks out, but a great job of developing and designing. Good, 102.
But we're close enough to know that Ohio State looks really good on offense so far. They pitch it to the edge, and the catch is made by Ibuka. Gets a blocker, spins through some tackle.
And easy decision there.
Now it's Harrison who makes the catch. 5-star receivers like to come. Stroud gets the ball out again, complete to Stover, and he barrels down there. First and goal. And Stroud still got it, and he just flips it into the end zone to Stover again. The second for the tight end. They're just having fun.
You think they look at his formation, they're going to run the ball. Instead, they have Stover. He's going to work out to the flat. Watch that defense react, and now you got 2 guys. They're worried he's going to run it in. Both try to take Stroud out. Now they see blitz.
And Stroud on the first third down play of the night finds Harrison on the slant.
This? Oh, you're going to bring this? Okay. I'll have an answer for that. Doesn't panic. Gets the ball out right where that blitz came from. Gets it to a fleet-footed receiver.
On the clock after the change was set, and there's a short throw catch made by a school that produced Mariota, Tuatameloa, many others. Stroud has protection and delivers a dart, a strike for a first down to the 47-yard line. Buckeyes collected that one.
He's looking at this flat defender, but I think he's locked up in man, so now you've got this cushion to be able to work to the outside. If that flat defender would sink, he'd throw that ball underneath, but he's manned up, so then he gets off of that read and makes the easy throw.
Out 2-by-2 look, empty backfield. CJ looks to get ball out quickly and throws it down to Fleming, who makes a man miss. Julian Fleming still running, galloping down near the 15-yard line. A huge gain on 3rd and short. Holland, who just made the play before, missed that tackle.
Yeah, and they're sitting back. I mean, look how soft the coverage is. It allows him to be able to throw it underneath. Look at this right here. This is a receiver that was the #1 ranked high school receiver when he came in. He's had some injuries the last couple of years. When he's healthy and he's right, he's as good as Ohio State has. He's just
the watch left.
Or maybe that was the plan.
Watch his history.
Slant and touchdown. Julian Fleming fights his way in.
Happy to see Fleming get his touches now that he's healthy. He's going to work from the outside and come underneath. Stroud feels a little pressure, steps up into the pocket, and then makes that throw. It's like when he throws the ball.
Stroud delivers on the sidelines, and Fleming's wide open, and he's knocked down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal again.
Watch the corner out here bail. I don't know where he's expecting Fleming to go, but he's almost to the goal line. I don't know if that's a miscommunication of some kind.
Slant, touchdown, Buckeyes. An absolute short range.
He's going to recognize right here to the top. You're going to see this safety, and he realizes that he's got a good eye and a good feel. He breaks on it, but I think the difference there is just the ability to get the ball thrown right then. See that safety, how quickly he broke on it? He wasn't worried about the inside coverage. He had him beaten, but safety collapses down, drives on it, and a really good concentration as well by Buckeyes.
Far more delicious over there. Just regular sushi. Oh my goodness, big hit delivered on Buckeyes by Torchio after the catch. Pays the price and moves the ball near midfield.
Well, anytime you catch a ball coming across, you know there's a potential defensive back, whether it's a safety or a corner. Here it's a safety, just lowers his shoulder.
Look at a throw across the middle. It's a dart. Buckeyes dives for the end zone. Touchdown pass number 5.
Backside safety who collapses down, and then you can hit the glance route right behind it. Feels that safety, gets down into the action to stop the run, and that's the balance.
Stroud, 2nd and 8, and a quick pitch and catch, and there's Cade Stover. 3rd down and 8. Stroud, complete, 1st down and more. There is a boot. Team in receiving with 442 yards and 5 touchdowns coming into this one.
Run in the short passing game until this wind subsides.
All right, Rick, thank you. 2nd down and 10 over the middle, caught. There's a Buckeyes and a C.J. Stroud down the seam, caught, touchdown, Julian Fleming.
Drive, use the snap count to ID a blitz, and then his pocket presence, just being patient, waiting for the route to come open, and the combination allowing the middle of the field to become vacated. That is really good offensive football top to bottom. Coordinating, passing, catching, everything you want.
And Julian Fleming with his 4th touchdown catch of the season. And C.J. Stroud has been so
on the offensive line.
Ryan already has 62 rush yards. Now out to Julian Fleming. He had the touchdown one there, but not to be. Outside to Fleming. Fleming did have a touchdown earlier. Empty backfield. Rutgers rushes 4, and Stroud throws it complete. Decision. They fake it to him here. flipped high to the out. Now Stroud to the air. Just the one touchdown pass today. Ibuka trying to make it. Ryan Williams splits out wide to the right. Stroud over the middle, caught. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Gain. The play action. Stroud on the roll. Lofts the pass out. And Ibuka's got it. And he's into the
right in going in motion. He's going to work out to the flat. When he works to the flat, watch how it catches the attention of Michigan State for an easy throw on a levels concept to go up and over number 50.
Stroud lost to the pylon. Harrison's got it. Flag out. Touchdown signal.
Where he sends two receivers vertical. Safety stays to the inside. Ibuka creates one-on-one to the outside, and that's just your players better than theirs. Put it up and let Marvin Harrison Jr. fight for the ball. Catch radius is amazing. 6'4", 205, the son of the Hall of Famer Marvin Harrison. Showed right there is able to get upfield in a hurry.
Stroud rolls out. He hits Stover, who was Buckeyes need 4. Stroud zips it wide open, a total bust, and Ibuka's running free. Oh, the way for an Ohio State touchdown. Miscommunication that time was by the defense. 69 yards.
Walked so many people up. They're showing man-to-man on the outside, right? Well, watch at the snap of the ball. They drop out, rush 3 and drop 8, play zone. The problem is they bust a zone. Nobody gets into that back third to take away the threat of a downfield throw. We talked about some of the youth that they have in the back end. And it's one thing to be able to show. Mayan Williams runs hard. This guy runs hard, too.
Stroud on the run, flips it short to Julian Fleming, and he is shoved out of line. Off the play action, Stroud wants a downfield shot, and he's got Fleming running free, and Julian Fleming battles to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. The third long downfield strike for Stroud. 51 yards.
Well, this is what happens when you have injuries to the back end. Justin White, right there, you see the safety. He needs to be helping out the defensive back, Brantley. So you can look at 0 and say, what the heck was he thinking? But White, who's a corner trying to play safety, needed to come over to help him out. Got his eyes in the backfield. See the progressive pylon came up their defense and communication.
Stroud this time underneath the Fleming. Every single meeting we have, third time seeing Ohio State. They bring some. Stroud off his back foot for Harrison. Just drops it in a bucket. What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and the tall receiver.
How about the composure here by Stroud and, of course, Marvin Harrison, the location of that ball. That's third down and long. And he drops that, Chris, into that bucket. And Harrison with the forward arm it and still makes that throw.
This time he sets the feet and delivers a strike down the middle. That's Fleming inside the red zone. Henderson, they fake it to him, flip it to Stover in the flat, and he's knocked down. Good. Stroud on the slant. Easy pitch and catch. There was a Kush Rossi in the backfield. And Stroud zips it. Buka's it go open again. Little crease.
You're trying to mix it in. Like right here, they're mixing it in.
Stroud zips it across the middle. Harrison's running free. He scores again. There it is. Do you dare play a man? Well, you get burned.
That's what happens. You play a man-to-man. They showed it late. They brought a blitz from the field, tried to sneak it, tried to hide it with 15 gross. That's right. They're going to play too high. Well, at the snap of the ball, he comes here. Now you got man-to-man, and now C.J. Stroud said, thank you very much. Got away with a holding call by 74 Donovan Jackson. One-on-one against these receivers, you're not going to hold up, especially when Stroud has time to throw. They get separation. He's going to throw in rhythm. And you're going to see a lot of those if you dare press him and play man-to-man.
It's been tough. We talked about Brantley. He's the one that took advantage of the miscommunication, took that pick back to the house early, but he's been. Stroud looking to throw for it on third down, delivers a dime to Ibuka, who's running free, and he's finally knocked out across the 30.
Well, you better hold on to these guys. They're physical. Not only can they go downfield and run by you, But you've got such strength in Ibuka, 205-pound wide receiver against an undersized defensive back in Gross, who's at 180. And again, it's not just the speed. That's one thing. And down the field, looking at these Ohio State.
Stroud protected well in the pocket and delivers to Harrison. And man. Protection holds up this time. Dart across the middle to Ibuka. Those crossing routes have been really effective today. It's a first down again inside the 35.
Great route by Ibuka. Knowing that it's zone, he'll work around the linebacker off the left. Watch him. He knows he's going to get to that spot and the ball is going to be out. Linebackers split, gave him plenty of room. But I love how he walked in the pit. I love watching the pit because it makes everything go.
And there's another throw. Harrison. He's got it. Brantley beaten again. Harrison just kind of reached back with those long arms and snagged it. Another touchdown pass for Stroud.
Watch C.J. Stroud's feet again affected by a rush. He just kind of did a little skip. Throws the ball behind Marvin Harrison, and he's able to adjust back.
See catch radius?
There's the length and the catch radius that everybody wants to talk about. He's such a different receiver from his dad.
Yes,
Billy,
you are.
I am not.
But now are you telling him?
Yeah, I have our AD, I have Bill Bonnell, Derek Mobley here. I am literally looking at the program monitor.
No, look at the big fellow over here. Look at him.
Yeah, fourth down. Stroud on the run. Scanning. Puts it back in the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown by G. Scott. Big athletic receiver / tight end.
And it took him a little bit longer than I thought because the linebackers froze with the play action. You go big with all these linemen and tight ends. Of course you think they're going to run the football. Instead, he throws it now. He's open. You can't see him. He's open. And eventually he's able to get the ball to him just in time for Scott.
Get wavy again, bro. Okay, let's skate. Bad bitch finna come my way. Going 90 when I'm on the highway. Can't go high without the high. Ay.